Hi, and welcome back to Good Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we've got the power of the divine masculine coming through. Now, keep in mind, everyone has feminine and masculine within them, so this doesn't have to be a man that is discovering their power. More so, this is indicating that that power has something to do with action. It could be about self expression, speaking your truth, that kind of vibe. But we have somebody standing up where I think previously it was a bit challenging or maybe a little unclear how to do so. Hello there, Jess. Hello, Shanice. Hello, Andrea. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchenten. I hope we're doing well today. Happy Monday. Let's see. Oh, Venus, I'm still waiting for your questions. I did figure out your email, so hopefully that works. Otherwise, if you are interested in a personal reading, I have my email address below in the description box. We're going to start off with the Pulp Tarot and see what else we have for you. Ooh, all right. That was the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. We'll see if it comes back out. Alrighty then. Yeah, there's a sense of things being unfair or uneven. So we have like a codependent partnership, one person expecting a lot but giving very little. This could be a family dynamic. This could be within the context of work. This could be, of course, with regards to love. We have the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups in the reverse. I think this is somebody realizing that their actions or their words communicated something they didn't really mean to. This is somebody who fears that things are over or difficult to move forward, even though their intention was not to end it. They just didn't really interact or show the right amount of respect for the situation or the person they were dealing with. So it's, that idea of looking back on what you said or how you acted, realizing there was a better way to handle that. We have Death in the reverse, Two of Cups. They didn't want this to end. They just didn't know how to handle it. So again, this doesn't have to be romantic. The Two of Cups can talk about friendship. It can talk about the kind of connection you have with a sibling, or how you feel about a parent or a child. Hello there, April. Hello, Jane Doe. Hello, good morning, Debbie. And this King of Cups in the reverse is somebody that was struggling to do right by that emotional intimacy. This could be somebody who is struggling to figure out how to be a parent, for example. Maybe they didn't have the best of examples. This could be somebody who was struggling to really give of themselves in the context of a relationship because the example they grew up learning from wasn't exactly loving or wasn't very equal, right? This is the realization that maybe I approached that wrong, or maybe I should have handled things a little bit more directly or expressively, like there's a holding back energy. We have the Devil and the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is clarifying the Five of Cups, so the number 5 could be important. This person has felt, for some of you, this is like rock bottom. The Devil can talk about things that holds you back, things that you are like chained to, right? It's not a very pleasant card. It can talk about obsession, but I think in this case, it's more so talking about fear or the need to control. For some of you, this is about addiction, but we have somebody that is basically rethinking the situation that they are going through because things got pretty dire or are pretty dire. And a realization that, they had their hand in that. So they might feel like, a great relationship is about to end, or they may feel like they've really done something unforgivable in terms of like, I don't know, maybe they forgot the time or showed up late to an event that was really important to their child. But we have a choice here, and it's a choice that's made to make sure something isn't over. We have the Death in the reverse, World in the reverse. Both can indicate unfinished business. So, there's still something I need to do here, or there's still something I want to make sure I do to do right by you. It also kind of makes me feel like there was something that was a bit of a cliffhanger. I didn't say no, or I didn't reject you, or I didn't, cut you off, but I didn't make things easy either. I didn't really let you know what I was feeling. So it's like they understand why you see how it happened as a rejection. Three of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse, Six of Wands. This is strange. This makes me feel like initially they viewed the situation as, okay, if you want to be mad at me or if you want to push me away, then that's fine. I don't care if I don't see you again, or I don't care if you're mad at me, or I don't care if things go off the rails. So be it. But that seems more of like the initial reaction, and something that eventually they discovered to be a bit of an illusion. It's like they wanted to win. They wanted to view themselves as having handled the situation in a way that suited them. If this is about being a parent, this is like, fine, if you're mad at me, then I don't have to, go through all of that trouble anyways. I don't have to pay for that, or I don't have to be there for you for this. And then you start to think about it and you're like, but I should be there for you. I should do that thing for you. Hello there, Bradley. How are you doing? Hello, Frederick. Hello, Carrie. How are we doing? Ooh, let's change to another tarot deck. All right, this is the Energy Oracle. What else do we have? Number 40, the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. And walking away, number 27, the sixth chakra. You'd think someday I'd like memorize these. It's the sacral chakra, and it talks about self-gratification. This person has a pattern of seeking protection from connections with others by being the first to walk away, or by facilitating a situation such that the other person decides to walk away. This is somebody who likes to be in solitude or seek distance from people through some sort of like manipulation or failure to do what they're supposed to do. And it's almost like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I expect the worst of you. And then when I do a little mess up or I'm not there for you, then, you leave me. And look, I feel like this is something that they learned from somebody else, but we are all equipped with free will. We are all equipped with eyes and ears and a brain, and you're able to decide for yourself at a certain point that that's not how things get done in life. That's not how you have a healthy relationship. If you keep pushing people away, or if you keep, manufacturing tests for people so that you can justify being distant from them, you're going to find that life is not nearly as beautiful as it could be. So this person who had this habit of manufacturing reasons to walk away or not wanting to let anybody in is now realizing that they didn't walk away fast enough, or this is somebody that they can't really walk away from. So we have woman holding a heart and attachment. This feels to me, remember, we all have feminine and masculine energy, right? This feels to me like somebody realizing that feminine energy within them is still there in terms of the capacity to love or the capacity to want to be there for somebody, want to express your emotions, feel those emotions. There is a failure here to avoid this connection or the depth of feelings for somebody, whether it be, oh, you're my son, you're my daughter, or oh, you're the person I fell in love with, you're my soulmate. Oh, you're, somebody really important to me, my family. There is a realization here that I'm not as cold or heartless as I set out to be, or I'm not as distant from you as I thought I could be. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. With the attachment card, especially it being right next to the devil, this feels to me like somebody who realized that their desire to push away this responsibility or this connection was actually either too late or what ended up making them crave to be around that person more. It's not working the way that it was with other responsibilities or connections or people, right? And this feminine energy, this desire to love or feeling loved, is what's bringing about the divine masculine feeling empowered. We're going to go with the Tattoo Tarot. How's it going, Michael? Temperance in the reverse, Six of Swords in the reverse. When this person is down on their luck, and it does appear that they have been with Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the person that they think about is the person that they've tried to push away. The instability makes it more difficult for them to avoid those thoughts, perhaps because there is something really joyous or like a really fond memory they have. I would assume they do, right? I keep getting a sense that for many of you, this is about a responsibility towards a family, like having a child, or a responsibility to protect or be there for somebody that you love in a romantic sense, right? And this person's realizing that the distance is not, helping them to forget. It's more so making them feel more in need. Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. There's frustration in terms of the things that they have tried to invest in, the things they do with their time. That could be, the job that they're working, a project that they're working on at home, meeting new friends, or even trying to date. This is not really going well for them. And I feel like it's the universe trying to make them see that they've chosen the wrong path, right? To run away from that responsibility or that deep connection that they felt. So for a lot of you, this person ran right back to what they were previously doing. That could be, being a player, Three of Cups. That could be, old friends that don't really know how to mature or grow as an individual. This is like a karmic lifestyle, and it's all due to some sort of self-sabotage behavior. So it's a choice. Do you want to continue to live in a way that feels empty or hollow? Or do you want to live in a way where you feel like you have things that are worth celebrating? And that's not an easy decision for everyone. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Tower in the reverse, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So I just saw in my mind the Ghost of Christmas Past and that whole like ordeal with Scrooge. And I feel like that's how things kind of play out in some strange way for this individual. What am I calling you? I mean, I could call you the divine masculine, but I think the whole point here is this is somebody who's trying to find that divine masculine power. But this is somebody who's realizing maybe through a dream, maybe through other people's stories. So, for example, they might hear from a best friend or a sibling about a relationship issue or a parenting issue that is very similar to what they're going through. And it like makes them question how they've handled the situation. There's something here about like real life lessons kind of slapping this person in the face. Like, hey, are you really sure you want to walk away from that thing that you don't want because you don't think you can have it? Or you don't think you're good enough, or you're afraid? This Queen of Wands in the reverse is insecurity or inability to like take charge or fight for what you want. So it's tied to this sense of loss, this decision to go back to a previous life or back to distancing yourself from everyone. Oh, okay. Well, now we can call you the divine masculine. We got the Emperor coming out. When we have a sense of acceptance that something different should have happened, then this individual becomes, I guess, more comfortable stepping into the Emperor energy. So with this Ten of Swords card, let me back up. The Ten of Swords in the tarot has, like all of them, a couple of different meanings, but in general, this talks about endings, betrayals, difficulty, right? But it can also signify it's over and now you can start afresh, right? You can do something different. This particular Ten of Swords has the hands on the swords and the dude's looking at them. So I always associate with this card, almost always, a sense of responsibility for the problem that you're in. I could have done this better because I didn't. Here I lie looking at my demise, right? This is somebody who has stepped into their divine masculine energy because they were willing to accept responsibility for what they did to get them in this Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles energy, wishing they'd done something different, wishing they hadn't given away what they really wanted. So they acknowledge what they could have done, and that emboldens them or helps them perhaps in terms of their intuition. They might start to understand things more readily because their senses are sharpened. The universe might be a little bit more talkative with them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The moon. Try to remember your dreams. Maybe write them down in the morning. Pay closer attention to them. Think about how your brain works and the power that it has. There's something here about your dreams that helps this individual reclaim or find that divine masculine power, and that changes everything for them. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. The secret, the key to your future success, this opportunity that comes in for you, is to be found in your dreams. Now, does that mean for every single one of you that you are going to recall the details that you need and what you think about while you're sleeping? No. For some of you, this is more so like your daydreams. This is about you acknowledging that there's something that you want, something that you walked away from that you can still reclaim. But you have to give up this Five of Swords self-sabotaging energy. You have to accept that you actually have this power for you to be able to wield it, right? We're going to go with the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? Number 18, Sorcerer. Number 5, Warrior. I love this because we're talking about power of the divine masculine. We have the Emperor. This is Aries energy. Aries energy is about getting stuff done, having that like self-initiating energy or that confidence, right? So to have the Sorcerer, which with it looks so much like the Magician card, which is also Aries energy, and talks about the same kind of things, right? Ambition, determination, willpower, creation, focus. I know how powerful I am, or I know what I'm capable of. If I focus or if I work towards my goal, I know I will achieve it. And that, my friend, is pretty awesome energy. So go for it. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing? Did I say hello to Peggy? Hello, Peggy. Hello, Asusena. Hello, Rachel. How we doing? And then to top it all off, we've got the Warrior, number 5. This one, I mean, I would associate it with Leo energy, with the Strength card. Inner strength, clarity, focus. We have focus on both these cards. Receptivity and presence. This is someone who has that ability to walk into a room and people take them seriously. And if maybe they had kind of lost that or never really felt like they had that, now they have it. And it enables them to feel like they can actually face the situation in a different way, with a little bit more integrity. All right, this is the gold foil tarot. Oh, I think I saw Iron Butterfly and didn't say hello. Hello, Iron Butterfly. I love that name. What else do we have? 3 of Swords in the reverse. Interesting because it's clarifying the 3 of Wands in the reverse. Page of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles. So there's a fear or a resistance that has, I think, largely been the reason behind this person being okay with distance, being okay with not trying to resolve this. And they're going to, with the power of the divine masculine, find that courage, find that strength, find those words, and say what they need to say. So this feels to me like an apology, but more so than just that, it also feels like this person's going to make some sort of offer. So this could be, let's run with the somebody who wants to actually do right by being a parent. This could be somebody who does right by the child support agreement. This could be somebody who offers to pay for something they don't have to be responsible for. This could be somebody who is interested in spending more time with their children. If this is more of a romantic thing, this could be somebody who says, hey, I know you might not know if you can trust me. So I want to make sure that you have something substantial. This could be a proposal. This could be a, hey, do you want to move in together? This could be a gift of substance. This is somebody who wants to make sure the person that they're talking to understands that the decision was made and they're not going to go back and forth on this, because they did have a tendency to be a little bit unreliable in terms of what actually happened, based on the promises that were made or the things that they committed to. So I have to show you that I'm real. I will show you that I'm real, right? How are you doing today, Paul? There's a question mark here. Is this going to be an argument? Are we going to be able to resolve this? But there's also confidence, and that Aries energy is coming in quite handy, because the Emperor is basically saying, I know there's maybe going to be a little resistance, or there's maybe going to need to be a difficult conversation, and I'm prepared to apologize. But I'm also here to make an offer. It's not just, I'm sorry I messed up. It's, here's what I've been working on to make things different, or here's how I'm going to be more involved. here's how I'm going to show you that I'm here for the long term. Six of Swords, it's like I've built us a boat to get away from the difficult times, or I've got a plan to make sure that, you have money for this child, or that, they have a good role model. This is, all right, I'm serious. We have the Seven of Wands, defending what is yours, protecting what you want, and realizing that there's a way to have success, or, achieve what you want. Again, confidence is all over this reading. I think this is something that's been a challenge. And if this is resonating for you, I believe in you. You've got this. I love to see this kind of change in course for somebody where there was doubt and concerns and fear, and you realize that fear is really not super useful. It can be a total waste of time. And I'm not telling you to like disregard, speed limits, or go on a motorcycle without a helmet. We can do things to protect ourselves, but we also have to be willing to take those risks that do make sense and, be bold. I mean, I once decided it was a great idea to dye my hair purple and red and pink. And I guess I didn't really regret it. So it ended up just being kind of funny, right? You don't have to be like that crazy. But you gotta be willing to go for what you want. Go out on a limb every once in a while, right? So there is evidence here that this person has been putting in time, putting in effort. They might have been saving money. They might have been buying things that previously didn't interest them, like vacuum cleaners, or if this is a child situation, bottles, diapers, whatever. This person is making it very clear that they're not going to change their mind anymore. They know that they were wrong to avoid this or walk away from this, and they have invested heavily, it seems, in the decision that they're sticking with. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, Sun, Ace of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels to me like an acknowledgement that I know what really makes me happy, with the Sun representing happiness, but also clarity. I mean, both of these cards talk about clarity. I see now that what I was hiding from, or what I was running from, is actually how I have the life that I want. And by running away from love, Ace of Cups in the reverse, or declining to let anybody get close to me, I was only ever going to be frustrated by my efforts, because nothing would ever really gain traction. Nothing would ever really feel like I belong, because I didn't let myself belong anywhere. So this is huge. This is a big deal. All right, let's see what we get from the Gypsy Oracle. Exactly. I agree. What else do we have? We have Sweetheart in the reverse, Cheerfulness in the reverse. What is this, like Beauty and the Beast? Like, I was just a curmudgeon all the time. This is somebody who maybe didn't crack a smile very often, maybe was a little bit sour. We have Merchant. This person's been doing business. There could have been a sale of property, land or otherwise. This person has been making changes in their finances and in their career, perhaps even where they live, because they want this Ace of Pentacles moment. They want to live closer to the person in question. Again, whether or not that's like a family bond or a romantic interest, they want to be able to gift this person something. For some of you, the gift is, I'm going to be there for you, right? So there's communication coming in. We have the Letter card and the Messenger. This person's done with the player lifestyle or trying to party, whatever this past temptation was that kept them. Maybe it was being a workaholic. This person realizes now that there is something really important about this connection and they don't want to run away from that. So they're retiring whatever these old ways are that didn't allow for them to be serious about this Two of Cups. We have young woman in the reverse and pleasure seekers in the reverse. Yeah. So this is like I've sowed my wild oats or I've had my fun. I did what I needed to. What I really want now is something more meaningful. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle. What else do we have about the Divine Masculine or for the Divine Masculine? I will wait for a sign from you. I regret lying to you. I want to feel that way again. I replay our conversations over and over. I am not available. I am afraid to contact you. And you came closer than anyone. And we definitely have an overthinker here. So I'm going to grab a few from the Overthinker's Oracle. These cards, my hands are just like too small for these cards, you guys. I try, but it's a challenge. All right. I will love you until the end of time. I never meant to hurt you. I was so immature. I feel unworthy of your love. I know I owe you an apology. Wow. I don't feel worthy of your forgiveness. So this person just doesn't feel worthy. And can I just tell you, I know we talk a lot about boundaries and boundaries are important, but I haven't met somebody who is not worthy of forgiveness. And I'll tell you why. I believe forgiveness is for me just as much as it is for that person. And while I can forgive somebody, that doesn't mean that you have an automatic in. I might forgive you and never talk to you again, but I'm not going to carry that burden of being angry at you for the rest of my life or for the next 10 years or whatever the hell it is. I will forgive you. And I hope you figure out your stuff. I hope you heal. I hope, everybody learns from the situation, including whatever I did. But I really don't like to see people that feel unworthy of things. We all deserve to be loved. We just have lessons that we need to get through to get there, right? So this person, as they work, they're beginning to address this feeling of, do I feel worthy? Do I have that self-esteem or that self-love, right? And as they work towards this apology or doing right, they're feeling like they could actually be in a better place finally to be that person, right? So we have somebody that wishes they could go back in time. They would have treated you better. I'm hiding my emotions. I shouldn't giggle, but we already had the Devil card. This person has an attachment. I think it's fear or fear of abandonment. But they, I think, are much more aware of the situation than they've previously allowed themselves to be, which is why they're getting more comfortable with the idea of actually telling you everything that happened or everything that they've been feeling. And I'm going to go ahead and encourage you, even if we don't get the outcome that we want, when we're able to speak our truth, that's powerful for you. I have not gotten my way in a lot of different things, and that's fine. You have to learn how to accept no sometimes, right? But I don't regret speaking my truth. If I spoke my truth, that means that I did whatever I could in that situation. If we disagree, then so be it. Or if you see things differently or you don't believe me, that's fine. But I did whatever I could. I spoke my truth. I told you how I felt, or I told you what I wanted. And if you want to make fun of me for it, that's cool. I don't really care, because at least I can sleep at night. I did what I needed to do, right? Hello there, Sierra. How you doing, hun? All right, let's get one more. Whoop. So we have unfaithful cheater. This person has dealt with a lot of people that they learned from that didn't really respect this Two of Cups energy, right? So look, this is something that is going to be different for a lot of you. This is a general reading. This could be somebody who's dealing with an unfaithful cheater, and that's why they're struggling in terms of, how do I be a parent when you've hurt me, or this is somebody who themselves has had to learn how to be faithful. This could be somebody who grew up in a household where people were not faithful, and then that made them hesitant to get involved with anybody. When I see that kind of energy, it kind of makes me think. So I have a little obsession with Queen Elizabeth I, and I know it was reported that she struggled with the concept of marriage because she saw how her dad handled 6 marriages and killing some of them. So this could be a really difficult thing for them to imagine. How is it that relationships work for some people? I haven't seen that, I'm not saying that, but this is something they have to be able to picture before they feel like they can work towards it. And they've been able to picture it now. I know who you are to me. I know we are supposed to be together. You loved me when I didn't deserve it. So they understand now what unconditional love is, and they may not have seen that with the examples or the other individuals they had in their life. Hello there, Robert. How are you doing? Yeah, faithful's the goal, right? All right. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.